Hey everybody, welcome back to the shop. I'm back from vacation. We went to Virginia, spent a few days. Beautiful country up there in Virginia. Went to a few wineries. There are over 300 wineries in Virginia. I don't know if anybody knew that, but I thought there was quite a few over here close to me, but that we ain't got nothing on Virginia. But we went up to Arlington to the cemetery Tuesday, and if you've never been to Arlington and watched them change the guards, I would definitely recommend that. That's touching, and it'll give you chills, really. Guys that do that are just spectacular. But anyway, I'm getting started back today, and I started by getting one of the bedsides temporarily mounted. And I'm having a little bit of issue lining up the bolts around the wheel wells, but maybe once we get everything together, may have to take the wheel wells loose to get the mounting bolts started. It looked like I might have been cross-threading a couple, so I may have to tap those. So I think today I'm going to finish sanding. Before I left, I put some more body filler on a few areas. I sanded that Dynaglass down and just filled these. I'm going to sand these down. I'd like to get some primer on here, but humidity this morning is extremely high. We had a big rain yesterday, and there's no air stirring, and it's very muggy. So here's the bedside. I did have to grind down a little bit more in this corner to get it set further down. I'm thinking that's good enough right now. But I had to get this out of my way so that I can get this one on my rack and get it primed up. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do today, is sand that and hopefully get some primer on it after a while. When the dew dries up after lunch, they calling for more rain next 3 or 4 days. So I'm hoping the humidity will go down a little bit after lunch, and we can get some primer shot on those 2 areas. Alright, so I just got it hung up on the tree here, and I just washed it down with water. I'm going to try to help the drying process along. I'm going to take a microfiber towel and just wipe everything down. I hope this bare metal don't flash rust on me, but this thing's just full of dust, and there's no way to blow it out without just it resealing on everything. So I found that most of the time you wipe something down with a microfiber towel, it dries pretty quick. I mean, you get most of the water off immediately, and then what's left will dry. And of course, I washed up in here, so it's going to still have some dribbles coming down, but we'll do what we can. I'm not too worried about right in here. This is not really going to affect me. I do want to get all this water off of this, so you blow a little air across this, it'll blow water in the paint. This tree, it really, I don't think it's made for these big fender bedsides. It's a little bit precarious, but it does work. It's just a little bit nerve-wracking because I'm kind of afraid this thing's just going to fall over. But it's better than nothing, that's for sure. It's better than trying to paint it on a stand. A little bit of water down here at the bottom. So I got that body filter sanded down, and we should be about ready. I got to blow out a little bit of water right here in this corner. I can't get the towel to, but okay. So it's about 3 o'clock almost. So it's been drying a while. I still had a little bit of water But I have decided, since there was so much bare areas around these patches, I was going to have to etch it anyway. So just go ahead and etch everything, and then I'll spray primer surfacer on everything, because of that I don't believe that epoxy, you're supposed to spray it over etch primer. So I'm going to go ahead and primer everything, and then I'll have to sand everything back down to get ready for the epoxy. Alright, well, I got 3 good coats of primer on here. We'll let it dry overnight, come back, sand it down tomorrow, and hopefully get it sealed up and ready to bolt on. Alright, so that's the next day. Today is Friday. A little bit late start, but I'm hoping I can get this thing sealed today. I'll just dry sand it with some 320. Not really worried too much about the inside of this bed. You remember I'm going to put bed liner on it, so just want to scuff it up good for the sealer. So I've got it wiped down, and I think this right here turned out pretty decent. Looks pretty flat. Looks really better than the one that's on there on the other one. I didn't notice there was kind of a bad spot on it too, but I just had to live with it. So I've got my epoxy mixed up, and I've got about 10 more minutes for this to activate. So as soon as it activates, we'll pour it up and spray it, and I'll bring it back. Alright, so I went ahead and sealed this front panel, and this part here is going to be scuffed and sealed again when I get ready to paint it. I want to go ahead and seal it so I can get it all together. And if it sits outside, I ain't got to worry about it flash rusting or anything like that. More especially up here where it was bare metal. So I got 2 good coats of sealer on this inside this bed. So tomorrow, what I'll probably end up doing is I got a little more work on one of these down here at the bottom. And I got a little overspray. I don't have to take care of that, but I got a little more work on the bottom on one side of this. I'm not sure which side. The reason I painted it laying flat is so that I could get up in that upper part right there a lot easier than I could if it was upside down or hanging up. And yeah, so I got a little more work to do on the other side, but I'm gonna try to get everything put together tomorrow. I may end up having to do a little more wet sanding after I mount it, but that'll be alright. It'll actually be better out there doing it than it will in here. So I guess that's gonna do it for this video, guys and gals. I hope you enjoyed it, and you can see, whew, summertime is here. Thanks for watching. Please rate, comment, subscribe if you like it.